There you go.
Are you getting sick of... I'm in the wrong area. Are you getting sick of self-quarantine? Need to get away? Well, boy, have I got the ticket for you. My name's Aiden Stahl. We start with Venice, the most romantic city in the world. We check in at our 5-star hotel along the Grand Canal around noon. Once we're all settled in, we go on a gondola tour. Perfect. The most romantic city in the world and the most romantic setting in the world. Now multiply that by 13. With the 13 people we'll be taking on this trip, it'll be that times more. A few hundred miles south of Venice is our next destination, Florence. Florence is home to the Uffizi Gallery, a famous art museum of the Renaissance which features works from all different artists. Then we go to the Piazza della Signora, where we'll have a nice outing and stop for lunch, and maybe catch up and rest and ponder our thoughts from the art museum. No trip to Florence would be complete if we didn't view the famous statue of David, one of Michelangelo's finest works. And don't forget the Cathedral Santa Maria del Fiore, which is the burial site of Michelangelo and Galileo. Don't forget, your tour includes a stay at a 5-star hotel in Florence. After our stay in Florence, we move south to Rome. First, we start with Vatican City. Vatican City is known for its marvelous architecture steeped in history. Many people travel to Rome just to see Vatican City. Our time in Vatican City will be spent taking a tour of St. Peter's Basilica and then moving down to the Sistine Chapel to see more of Michelangelo's famous works. Certainly, no trip to Rome would be complete without a trip to the Forum. The Forum, which is home to many ancient ruins from the time of Rome, also houses the Colosseum. While at the Colosseum, we can marvel at the architecture that was once the most well-known structure in the world, and we can also learn about the indulgent tastes of the ancient Roman people. After we've spent our time at the Colosseum, we move into the Roman countryside, where we'll see the breathtaking sights of the Roman aqueducts. It is there that we will spend a day hiking along them, marveling at their towering expanse. Once we've finished at the aqueducts, it's time to check back into yet another 5-star hotel. Once we've finished in the hotel, we move south to the town of Naples. Naples is most famous for Mount Vesuvius, which menacingly towers outside of the town. But before we explore Mount Vesuvius, we go to the National Museum of Archaeology. Once we've finished there, we move to a geological site outside of the town, which is known as Pompeii. Once we're done in Pompeii, we hike up to the top of Mount Vesuvius, and we see the breathtaking view that will look all across the Italian countryside. Once we're done at Vesuvius, we move back into Naples, and we can go to the hotel or we could soak up the rich culture that the town has to offer us. Once we've concluded our stay in Naples, we move back north to Rome. When back in Rome, we will soak up all the sights that we may have missed on our first time there, one of such sights being the Pantheon. And no trip to Rome would be complete without souvenirs. The rest of the time on this day will be spent for shopping and leisure. Once our final day in Rome is concluded, we fly home, and that concludes the trip. Now don't forget, your trip includes 5-star hotel stays, finest food at fine dining restaurants, and premium transportation. We also use the best tour guides to give you the best experience in the Roman countryside. Act now, because space is limited. There's only 13 places left on this trip. A trip like this only comes around once in a lifetime. You'd be crazy not to act now. And for the low price of only $1,000, it's impossible to beat. Thank you, and I know you'll consider my offer.